Hey, so welcome in to episode 4 of the PTG podcast.
Hell
It's your
yeah.
boy AI Alex with your boy Eliv right here.
What's up, y'all?
First things first, a little bit of housekeeping. Fuck your boy Splash. Some people can't stand the heat in the kitchen, so they gotta get out. Understood. We got another one like that also, UGA, kind of just like flaked out the league. So we do want to say like it's really a big thing that we stay active, we stay on top of our shit because just like they're leaving, bro, we get people in there to replace that fast. We'll never hear them again. So, but I just wanted to give a big shout out to everybody else that was in Mile Higher, sticking around here, going to the new league because that is kind of done dirty. It is a game, but shit, we be going hard at it. So to do that to everybody is kind of ass. So you can speak on that real quick.
Yeah, man. I just want to speak on that super fast. Not a lot to say. Everybody's kind of said what they need to say. Their piece has been done, but I do want to just say accountability, man. Let's just all communicate. Like if anybody needs help, like if another commission needs help with something that's in my, you know what I mean? Like let's just hold each other accountable. Like that's really it. Like
For sure, for
that's all I'll
sure.
say. Mob
And
Ties is rocking though. So if you want a fresh league, like Mob Ties is good.
For sure. And I would say another thing with the accountability and communicating thing is, bro, when we get your games out there, reach out for your game. If we don't see you reaching out for your game, we don't see you talking, we're going to give it to the most active people, honestly. So the people that we see every day, uh, and I know I've gotten to an argument with Texas, like, oh, well, Zevi's the favorite. No, I just know Zevi's super active. So if Zevi says something and you don't say nothing, I know Zevi was active for 6 hours that day and ready to go.
Yeah, that's gonna be
So
established right now too. Like we are like if communication is gonna be downplayed like that and y'all can't communicate like grown men, like I know PTG is fine, but like just in general, like it's we're all grown men. Like just speak to each other, like reach out DM, like reach out with a tag, like whatever you need to do. But regardless, force winds are gonna go in favor of the more active from here going forward. That's gonna
yeah,
be
for sure.
that's for sure.
Especially we got seasons on the line now, so
Yeah,
if
no,
you don't want to
100%.
if
I
you don't
agree.
want to reach out, it's over with that. So next thing is going to be a major user shout out. This is going to be something we do every time. And this shout out, and I think this is the second shout out for this user, but this shout out is going to be Colorado,
Mhm.
doing big things. Just beat not number one, but Alabama team with Kid Curry. Did take them down today. So he's been doing big things if you want to speak on that real fast.
Yeah, well, Colorado, shout out to you, man. You are rocking, you staying solid. I did mess up a force win in your favor and you caught an L for that. So if anybody sees an L on his record, that is not legit. That is just a mistake on my part. I'm gonna hook you up though and get you right though for that though. That's my bad for sure.
Serious, serious. And I wanna give him a big shout out because Colorado is a very hard team to
Yeah,
build
it is.
with.
I have him
People
in tweaker, so I know personally how hard that shit is to build. That
literally,
shit is
and
a hard team
a
to
lot
build.
of a lot of people pick them just like because they're kind of cute to pick now. But once
Yeah,
you
they got the
lose
flashy
Travis Hunter,
uniforms, you know, they have
yeah,
the Heisman winner, so like for sure. And the fact that he's still on him too, I think he's been on him for a few seasons, so
yeah.
shout out
And
to you, man. He's actually number one in the
to come in with Colorado after year 4, 5, 6 is crazy to do. So to be in here to be top comp, I'm with him in a couple other leagues too. He's comping all leagues, so very good user, very good user.
Hell yeah.
Uh, we're gonna go ahead and move to the games that we had played either this week or last week. One that stuck out in my head would be Texas versus Washington, which would be T-Law versus Fullis. I watched that game. It came down to the wire. I ain't gonna lie, Fullis was trying to troll at the end, but T-Law, straight capitalist. You try to troll him, bro, he's just gonna get your ass. So we're watching.
Hey
We're
man, I
watching.
feel like that's happened a few times. I feel like a few people are like, "Oh man, this guy jet sweeps. Oh man, I know it's coming," you know, and then you guys just troll him at the end and he still is locked in
He's still locked
till that
in to
bell
the
rings, till
very,
that whistle
literally
blows,
to the
you know?
very last
Like
second. So
he's
this man
crazy.
gets a pick six to come down, score, and then he has a chance to either field goal to go to overtime, take the 2 point conversion. He runs the RPO peak with the tight end to the
Oh, the one
left.
leaking out the backside.
Yep, yep.
Yeah.
and his tight end got caught up, overthrew it, game over. But I just want to say big shout out to Texas because we do give them a lot of shit together and a lot of bitching. I am your permanent troll, but shit, it's all for the love, and we're all active, so fuck. But I just wanted to give a shout out to them.
Yeah,
Uh,
for
what's
sure.
what's some of the big games that you wanted to talk about?
I want to talk about SC beating Florida. South Carolina, man, this guy was very, very, very close to getting the boot. He just couldn't communicate with a lot of users, but I'm glad that he's back. I'm glad that that team's locked back in. He's a really good user, so it's good to have him in the league. He just upset the number 3 team in Florida. Simba's gonna be crying about that for a
All
few
right,
few advances. That puts his
so
season on the line too. So
and
do not forget.
I will say, hold up. I will say real quick, how do you feel about people blaming EA for not winning games? I want to get Phyllis on the recorded line talking about how he feels about people blaming EA for games. All right, we're about to move on though. But hell of a game from SC.
That's funny though.
He had to come back down. I think it was down like 10, fourth quarter, third or
Yeah.
fourth quarter. But we
Bro, I
came back.
hopped off that stream and it was like 21, it was 21-10, and SC had missed like 3 field goals, like inside the 20, inside
Yeah.
the 30 maybe actually, sorry. So I was like, okay,
So
this game's a wrap.
for
Uh,
Simba to sell that, I know Simba's heated. So
he's sick.
every everybody watch out for his
He's
next
sick.
opponent. He's gonna try to drop 70 on the ass.
Yeah, he's sick.
Uh hold on, it was another good ass game. Oh, fuck Ohio State. So I got Ohio State down. Not down, but I got them close enough to where I'm in striking range, playing great fucking team defense. Dude's team stupid fast,
Hmm.
stupid fast, and they're not really fucking with the Michigan team because, and we'll get to that in a
Hey,
little
I like
bit.
to hear that. I like to
Yeah,
hear that.
got your own little segment, literally,
We standing on
but
business this year.
fucking like his outside speed and the really his play calling kind of fucked me up too because
Mhm.
he just has weird ass play calling. Like man just loves to throw the ball, so that fucked me up. But it was a pretty good game. I actually was way closer than I expected because I got my ass whipped by Michigan. So I'm like, if I can't fuck with Michigan, I can't fuck with Ohio State. That's why
On paper, he's got a better team than I do, so hey
on
man.
paper. But I will say the offensive line and like play style for
Mhm.
Michigan is
It's complimentary, like
yeah.
it works well. I will say that. That's why I'm
And
like
with
so confident this year.
that being said, go ahead into what you're feeling with Michigan. Go ahead.
Hey, new number 1. Let's go, y'all. What y'all doing about it?
It,
Nothing.
it's
We're
not
sitting
many
on a
times.
bye.
It's not many times the commish is number one in the league. I ain't
Nah,
gonna
hell nah, hell no. So let me beat my chest.
lie.
Simba, take my back seat and buckle up.
Is that's two losses for Simba?
Yes, his season's on the line, bro. His season's on
Yeah.
the line.
Has he played Washington yet?
Um,
Because that's a crazy game. If
I
not,
think they have. I think they have. I think he lost to Oregon too, and I think he beat Washington.
okay, okay,
So I think he might be through the thick of his schedule because the SEC is kind of tough, and he took that
yeah.
first one over Texas, so he'll
Uh
be all right.
so all right. But this actually kind of brings up a side thing we didn't talk about it before, but it's easy. Um, the conferences switch up. What are you doing about conferences making the SEC less of a gauntlet? I know, like you got your whiteboard, so I know you got probably some shit jotted down.
Hey man,
But
I'm gonna break it down and just spread out a little bit of the SEC comp because I do think it's a little bit not fair to the SEC. Like if y'all want it, speak up. But I know some people have been like, oh damn, like let me like breathe a little bit. Like every week is just like a hell run. So
yeah, every game
yeah.
it was a time I was watching Oregon streams and Washington streams, and like I swear every game was a sweat off. Like every fucking
And that's
game
what I
back to
mean. And
back
like
to
no
back.
disrespect to anybody, but like I think we have like 6 or 7 new users like this year coming in, filtering through. So I think they're gonna be a little shocked when they hit the actual comp level in PTG.
Yo, for sure.
So like if I spread that out a little bit and just give them a little bit of breather, again, no
Yeah.
disrespect. I don't know any of the new guys, but just going off of experience, some guys will walk in here talking, beating their chest, and then
Yeah.
Next week
The
they out.
honestly,
So like
the only person to back that up so far
is Miami, the new Miami.
yeah,
Yeah, Reese
has been
six seasons
Miami.
in, the only person to do that is the new Miami.
Miami.
Bro was
Miami's
one
always
win
been good.
away from beating out his bounty too. I told him if he beats Evie because he went like three. He went like Washington, Florida, and then I think he was Zevi or something like that.
Yeah.
I was like, damn man. Or I don't think it was Florida, it was another team, but I was like, if you win this game, I'll cancel the bounty and give you the I was like, damn dog.
But so that is something good with the league is uh some side conversations I always have is like, bro, we're in 5 to 6 leagues, everybody, right?
Mhm.
It's leagues that all of us are top dog in,
Yeah,
right?
and that's what I mean. And we barely
Bro,
scratched surface in PTG, Like that's
I
why when
come
I'm
to
number one this year, like, oh, I'm gonna ride that. Like,
hell yeah.
y'all better watch my streams when I'm on Michigan because if like this year I'm staying true to what I'm doing. I
Yeah,
want
you
to
gotta do
have
some
you on this
scouting.
year.
And I ain't gonna lie, a real big benefit we've been doing is like we're all kind of pretty connected closely. So like we're always in stream and chat, always available at some point to where like, yo, scouting is available. Like, bro, if
It
you're about to
is.
play that person, you better play that person, bro. You better turn their fucking stream on.
Yeah,
You
it
better
is.
ask somebody how they play. You better look around because once it gets like to top comp, bro, you can't just go in there with your little 3-4 defense package and think you're about to get a
Yeah, no,
dub.
you're gonna have to mix that up. Like you're gonna have to know exactly what you're doing and how to do it. And
Literally.
yeah, like
So,
craziness.
uh, go ahead and talk about some of the top players in the league. I know you wanted to go over the Heisman Five. We got recruiting a little bit later. We'll go to recruiting conference standings, and then we'll have some shout outs at the end. But go
Mhm.
ahead and let's talk about these top five Heisman. And what about that UNC guy?
Yeah, so UNC, Stanford, Oregon, and Michigan all have Heisman finalists. UNC has Evan Brunner, he's a halfback. He's the favorite. He probably honestly has that locked up. UNC is in a computer conference, so he's probably cheesing out a little bit. Anyway,
Season.
moving on. So anyway, the next person I can actually give Heisman respect to is gonna be Stanford, Darius Stammer, wide receiver. Stanford's coming in at like number four or like number five.
Is
Um,
Stanford art?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And Stanford was a grind too, so the fact that he's doing that too, like, hey
Yeah,
man.
y'all better watch out for Stanford in the playoffs. He's gonna like sneak up on some people for
Yeah,
sure.
facts, facts, facts,
For
facts.
sure.
He runs a good little scheme, so if he's in like a one or done situation, like y'all better be locked in to play, even if it's like
Yeah.
a 84 to 86 overall. You know what I mean? Like he knows what
Yeah.
he's doing.
He's coming for that. He's blitzing your ass off.
Uh-huh.
That's what he's
And then we
doing.
got Oregon's Manny Joslin, running back. I'm pretty sure he's probably been balling out. I haven't really looked in on Zevi too much in PTG, honestly. I went
Mm.
through a gauntlet of playing him for like four straight games in leagues,
And
like literally. And I was like, I gotta give myself a
yeah,
break. I
I
need to
gotta take a break from this man, bro.
yeah, man. But shout out to Zevi. He's 10-0. He's the number two in the country right now in the league. Oregon doing Zevi things, like me and you both know what to
Literally.
expect from him. And then we got my running back, Nico Bonet, dog.
Which is a
Uh,
and I would say like I hate to give you compliments,
oh,
but that team from last year, like, because last year I didn't play him. I was only just watching streams, blah, blah, blah.
mhm.
Drastically different. And it might be the same players, but it's just the way you run the team type shit. Like,
Yeah,
but
well, like the thing is last year I think I wanted to throw, so I came out in more of like spread sets and ran out of like shotgun. And I had Davis still, which was my old quarterback, and that boy had like
yeah,
97 speed. So he was even faster than the one I have now. Um,
yeah,
so I was like still teetering on like who to you. Like I wasn't committed to a quarterback last year. So all of that circulating, like my whole O line from left tackle to right tackle was all superstar traded. Like all of
yes,
them were like
sir.
93 and up.
I
But
got a
I just didn't operate within the actual like, you know
I
what I
got a
mean? I didn't do what I
theory. I
do.
got a theory. Is because last year was not good for you. Last year was bad. Last year was bad. So off season, all you did was lock in real quick, get your shit right. And we have like we kind of use the tweaker league. Like I know I do. I use the tweaker league to like, all right, what shit am I gonna get into? Like, let's practice some offense. Let's
Hmm.
fucking pretty much work on my game plan because the games are quick. It's fucking right
Yeah.
now. So I think you went into the tweaker league. You did some adjusting, really some fucking losing. You did some throwing around, chuck that bitch in the air. Let's see what this
Hmm.
does. Check this
Yeah,
play.
man. I said it in Tweaker. I was like, man, this Dominic Ponder kid was working out with Michael Vick, dog. Like, I just operated in the
So
system.
now, so now I think you're just very, very locked in with that team. And with that being said, number one in the country, number two being Oregon. And let's talk about the bold predictions for the first round.
Yeah, so the bowl predictions for the first round, we got right now it's gonna be LSU going to North Carolina. We have
Oh shit.
TCU, that's gonna be the old Boise State user. He's
Yeah.
going to Miami. And then we have Virginia Tech going to Ohio State. And then we have Duke upsetting Florida in the swamp.
Uh-oh. Is Duke a user?
Nah, Duke's a
I was
computer.
about to say that's crazy. That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, that would be nuts
So
though. But
and all right, so with that being said, Virginia Tech versus Ohio State
that's
could
a good
easily,
game. That would be a good game if it stayed.
but it could also be switched around with our big game coming up next week, and
Um,
that will be Ohio State, Michigan,
hmm.
and Washington at South Carolina or Miami.
Miami,
Miami.
Washington and Miami are
Yeah.
going to be for a playoff spot. I think me and Ohio State's just going to be like another big
Like
game.
a
Yeah, like an
ranking.
annual. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I think I just dropped my seat.
Yeah, I was like, what the
Um,
fuck?
um, no, but that game is going to be pretty legit. That game, I think, is going to be for a playoff spot. So I know they're both going to be locked in. I know Footless is also struggling in the SEC this year. So, man, I got to fix
He's
this.
trying to ruin
Oh,
season.
I'm too short now.
He's trying to ruin some seasons out there. All
Yeah,
right, so
but
with that,
and then me and Ohio State, we're gonna put on another good game. I don't know, dude. Like, I know I got a good team and I'm confident, but I think he's cooking something up for me, man. I
yeah,
think.
bro, he's locked in. He's locked in with his team. That's
Yeah.
what it is. Like
That's what I
everybody's
am
really,
too. Like I'm so locked in with my PTG Michigan team. It's so hard for me to actually get interested in like,
yeah,
you
for
know what
sure.
I
Like
mean? Like
I'm in other leagues, but I don't have like investment type shit into. Like I'm not that
I'm
invested.
also my
Even my
brother. So.
tweaker, yeah, even my tweaker team, like I'm not as invested in that actual team. Like I'm
Mhm.
just in there to play the games, get the games that like it's more of an experiment or experience than
Yeah, 100%.
fucking let's chill with this team. So conference standings, we got these are projected conference championships. So the ACC, you have Colorado and UCF. Who you picking there?
I got Colorado in that. Colorado's shown me enough. Again, I played him. I think I've talked about it 4 or 5 times now. I played him. He's a dog.
Me
UCF
personally,
is too.
yeah, like I
UC actually,
played,
he actually has a natty, doesn't he? Doesn't UC have a
yeah,
natty?
yeah,
Okay, put some respect on that, I
yeah.
guess.
Put some respect on Nofer.
Yeah, I'm gonna still take Colorado though. I think Nofer's been in a little bit of a slump lately though.
Yes, sir. So I would say I would usually pick Colorado. Colorado's been on the streak too. I'm gonna pick Nofer because he loves to ruin shit. The man will
That's
ruin your
fair.
season.
Yeah, that's fair.
He
That's
will
very
ruin your
fair.
season. So I got Nofer right there. Then we got Big 12 projected at Stanford versus Virginia Tech.
I'm gonna go Virginia Tech.
Okay,
I'm
okay.
gonna go
I
Virginia
think
Tech there.
I think his team might be a little bit better, and user wise, they might be a little equal.
I think Virginia Tech has shown me just a little bit more than Stanford though.
Okay. All
Just a
right,
little
bet.
more.
With there, I'm gonna take art because Stanford is art, right? And
Yeah,
Stanford is art. I've never competed with the motherfucker in any sense of the word in any game. So I'm gonna go ahead and pick Stanford.
that's fair. That's very fair. That's
Big Ten. Obviously, you got Michigan, Ohio State right behind you.
Mhm.
Then I would say, what are some of the key things you need to stop to win that game?
Deep ball.
That deep.
Deep ball. That's it. I know I'm gonna be able to run on him. I ran on him every single year. The deep ball. The deep ball is what gets me in trouble every year. The deep ball, man. Like
Bet.
I shell. I'm not gonna get into it too much, but I can stop the deep ball. I win the game. That it's just the emphasis of the game every year. He's
Yes,
got
sir.
he's got
And
large receivers, man. His receiver room is really wide receiver you. Like,
and I will after, of course, after you play and shit, we could even have like a breakdown of like, yo, what do you do defensively to stop this? Because
mm-hmm,
I know like sometimes we be talking about it and how you would stop some shit. I would stop it, but differently. So
mm-hmm.
like, and also I've seen people play where they be on defense, they don't be shading they people nowhere. Like
Yeah, I've seen
they
that
just
too.
run defensive plays. Like you got to step your shit up.
Yeah, I've seen that too. Like you guys don't come out you guys just gotta work a little bit. Don't come out in the stock play like off rip. Like I don't know how to put that. Like adjust the D line, like do what you like, put yourselves in
Yeah.
positions.
Even
Like
if and honestly, so
I don't know how to explain
it's
that
a
right now
thing,
without having like a I can put a breakdown on and stuff, you know.
yeah. But it's a thing, so a lot of people do it. And so, if you call a hot route to your slot receiver, they put their little hand up like
Mm-hmm.
they're acknowledging, right? On a run play, call a hot route to your receiver. And when they acknowledge, and
Oh.
then that person that's user and the linebacker is watching them acknowledge, and he's ready for an in breaking route from a slot receiver,
It,
and you're running the inside zone to the
yeah.
other fucking side, like
No, it
that type.
changes everything, bro. Like, do all of your line adjustments and mics first, and then fuck around a little bit, and then just like
Yeah.
throw out some random hot routes. Like, send a wide receiver in motion and send them back. Like, you gotta play. Like, it's a misdirection game. Like, if you can get that user shooting, if you run like two RPOs and then you run a motion and you run like a pitch the other way, I guarantee you that user's probably gonna run with the motion just on the RPO.
Oh, for sure, for sure.
You know, like it's
Or
just wheels
like
start turning. You can start like playing chess instead of checker. That's how I'm
even
starting to play, and that's why I'm starting to click with Michigan. Like I come out with like Wildcat now with my quarterback. Like I just click over on the right stick, and you can go into different packages too. So I'll go to like my quarterback package, and I'll run that bitch. I'll set it up. I'll set it up, and then next thing you know,
yeah,
I'm just dumping
throwing
it
over the
off with
top.
my
Yeah, for
quarterback. Like I
sure.
ain't gotta toss it. I ain't gotta do no reverses for the quarterback to catch it. Like it's all right there, snap ready, play action.
So I would even say like maybe next episode we get together and we get like a little breakdown of like shit how to
Yeah,
play
that
the
would be
game
cool.
better
Yeah,
because
that would be cool. I'm down for
we
that.
could even ship that out in masses like not just the league but to everybody.
Yeah, nah, I'm down for
Um
that for sure.
so the last couple things we're gonna talk about is recruiting. Go ahead and get your shit off.
Yeah, recruiting. I want to talk about Florida. Florida's doing his thing, Simba. This man has the craziest secondary I think I've ever seen in a football league, football franchise, Madden, NCAA. Like this guy's got like six
I don't
five
know
nine
how he
five
does.
speed.
Yeah, I don't
Dude,
know
I
how
don't
he
know.
does the
Like
recruiting.
he
Like,
must go like deep, deep, deep in there and like deep dive
yeah,
like some like
finding
specific
everybody.
positions. Yeah, because he'll pull like three, 4 stars, you know what I mean? So like I know he's like digging. So
Yeah.
wide receivers are gonna be Ohio State's room. That man goes crazy on wide receivers too. I think he has a new guy and his name is like Polaris or something. He's like 6'6". He had like 98
Hmm.
speed.
Fucking dope.
He had like 90 something jumping. Bro is insane. My O line is having a really good class come in. I have like four gems of O linemen coming in that are like 4 star.
What
Um,
what side of the ball did you have like the back to back number one
oh
national?
yeah, I had three classes of back to back one number one recruits in the nation. I had Damian Manziel, who's my current quarterback right now, 1 year. I had Robert Boone the year after. He's my DT. And then I had Felix Jones, who is another DT the year after that. So I have 2 years worth of number one recruit in the
Yes,
nation
sir.
DTs, which is
Cause
pretty
that's
fucking dope.
low key why they're probably coming together at this time right now.
Yeah, it's just kind of blending. So Boone is a senior though, so Boone will be gone next year. But
Time for them to get out of there.
if you, I think I showed you him, but Felix Jones or Felix Williams, the other DT, if you look at his like all of his blocks and his
Oh
ratings.
yeah, he doesn't
Oh, it's
have any max.
all of them was open. I was like, damn.
Yes, sir. So, uh, with that being a wrap, I'm pretty much gonna give shout outs. One major shout out,
Yes, sir.
Boss Man, of course. Shout out to you holding it down, keeping everything together. Shout out to the big dog chat, of course, for holding everything down, keeping it together. Because without the big dog chat, people be sleep doing shit like without all of us together, this shit would not move.
Hmm.
Um, and I even say like I know you even say like shit will
That's
move
why you
without
need more than five commissions.
type.
That's why you need five commissions.
And I
It
know you say
blends.
like
Shit is successful when you got five commissions, you
the
know?
shit like the shit always will move, but like we are y'all are very, very important to what we do.
Facts.
So with that I want to shout out to Mob Ties just starting up. I think we're in week 3 or 4.
Hmm.
Users are active. It's really the same amount here. I mean, the same guys from here, like same core.
Yeah.
So get over to Mob Ties if you want a fresh start. We got Rejects heading into like week 9, first year, kind of the same basis as here, like more chill league. Not here, but Mob Ties. More of a chill league,
Mhm.
kickback. We got a 2K league we're in. Bro, we're just nonstop gaming, trying to give y'all a little bit of content, a little bit of shit to look forward to.
Yeah, a couple shout outs from me too. If y'all do have like a game specific you play, like man, we play like everything from NCAA to like UFC and everything in between. Like I
For
am in a
sure.
couple UFC leagues myself. We have another commissioner, Deceptions. He's in a UFC league as well. So like we play everything, man. If you guys want a promo or you guys need a league or just something to get set up with, like reach out to me, reach out to Alex, like we'll
Yeah,
get
bro.
y'all set up like on whatever game
We
you
even
want.
have, bro, we have chats for fucking get in the chat. You could play your game and we just talking shit, bro.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
anytime you want to pull up, bro, pull up. But that's it for me. Uh, signing off. Shout out to everybody. Everybody. Last thing. How are we rocking with off season? Off season advances. How
Oh,
are you
yeah.
looking
Good
with
question.
like
So,
playoff
enough of the
advances?
back and forth, enough of the bickering, enough of the, oh, I want this, I need more time. So, off season is going to be stamped in every single off season as a 2 day thing now. So, I will work out times, I will post out a schedule. So, one night will be portal, half a portal, and the other night will be a half a portal. And then that following morning, or no. Okay, so one night will be half a portal, one night will be half a portal, and then we'll end at like 9 o'clock my time, so about 11 o'clock Eastern. And then I'll give y'all until about noon that next day to get your week zeros in.
Yeah,
I'm still gonna tweak it up a little bit, but y'all have a 2 day span to do off season this year.
yes,
And
sir.
moving forward. So it's not gonna be one night, it's not gonna be a week, like I'm not gonna get a vote. It'll just be a 2 day schedule. That's it. Just a 48-hour schedule. Keep the advances rolling and not mess
Yes,
with
sir.
the pace of the league or anything. I'll work out the
And
logistics of every little detail and stage, but it'll be a 48-hour window for off season. So prepare yourself for that if you are rocking off season.
yes, sir. And like I said, that's all for me. I'm about to go have baby time. So I'm about to sign out.
Hell yeah, man. Take care. Have a good one. Later,
Yes,
fellas.
sir.